Yo, what's going on guys, EN77 here. In today's video we're going to be playing the left lane only challenge inside of Clash Royale. Alright guys, so hopping in the first match here, we're going to be up against this guy. Alright, so for today's video here, we're going to be playing this Magic Archer Miner Wall Breakers deck. I did include Dart Goblin and Princess as well over a couple of the other cards, because in this video we're only going to be playing our cards in the left lane, so gonna want to have like some long range troops here. Unfortunately the Princess doesn't actually splash the tower there. I was kind of thinking it would, but looks like it won't here. He is going to activate King Tower, but he does take a few Magic Archer shots and some Princess shots as well, so kind of worth it for us here. Alright, so probably going to be some type of beatdown deck here. Probably going to be either Golem or Electro Giant. Should be a pretty interesting match. Yeah, so it is going to be Electro Giant here. If he doesn't respond to those wall breakers, they actually deal a lot of damage to their Electro Giant and the tower. And I'm also going to get a Magic Archer off here because I'm pretty confident that we can defend well here. He shouldn't have enough for a Lightning right away, so we can probably just get away with this Bomb Tower, then finish off the Queen with a couple of things here. Yeah, just gonna Dart Goblin here as well, because we already have Valkyrie if he pressures us with like a Dark Prince or something, so not too worried. Alright, so he is going to be up a few elixir, but we already took most of his tower, so at this point we just need like a bit more miner chip and maybe a couple Magic Archer connections or something. And it's really good for us here that we're facing this guy who's going like in the same lane as us, because if he was going opposite lane it would be like a lot harder because we couldn't play any of our troops on his stuff unless he, I don't know, put it in a weird position, but yeah. I'm going to try to activate King Tower here. I'm not sure if it'll actually work. Looks like it won't because the Princess did a bit too much damage, but it doesn't really matter too much, I think. As long as we can defend well here still, we should be pretty good here. Queen is going to be a little bit hard to defend since we don't have like a Fireball in this deck like it normally has, or like any of those other things, but looks like we're still going to get the job done here. But yeah, he is going in the opposite lane this time, so it's going to be a lot harder to defend. But by the way, guys, we can still place a Bomb Tower in the middle like this if the central tile of it is in the left lane, I mean. So yeah, and I'm gonna miner on this tile here. It is gonna like walk kind of in the middle of the arena, but I'll still say that it's fine, to be honest. And just gonna NATO everything in this lane now so that we can actually counter it properly. And looks like the wall breaker is gonna take the tower there and the Valkyrie, so really good here. I mean, all he had to really do was just Queen in the right lane, and we would have been kind of screwed, but luckily he didn't realize the challenge that we were doing, so that's going to be a pretty easy first game. Alright, hopping in the next match here, we're going to be up against this guy. We do have wall breakers in our starting hand here, so just going to go with them in a second. Unfortunately, we can't split them, though, because then it would be going in the right lane, so yeah. So he's going to have Bandit here, so probably going to be some type of bridge spam deck, which will be interesting. Could be a little bit problematic, because bridge spam decks usually go in both lanes, so hopefully we can try to make him not really go in the right lane at all, if we can help it, and yeah, that'll make it a lot easier for us. And Dark Prince actually does die before it gets to the Dart Goblin, which is really good for us here. And we're actually gonna have drag glitch there, I think, or maybe a bit of lag. Oh no, Wi-Fi. Okay, we had a small Wi-Fi cutout, but it looks like it got fixed pretty quickly. So yeah, I think it's good. Even though he got like a bit of damage on our left tower, I think it's pretty good for us actually, because that's what that's gonna do, is it's gonna make it so he's probably gonna be attacking in the left lane, and we can always deploy our cards normally. This is a bit of an awkward spot right now, though. I think the Bandit is gonna kill the Magic Archer, so kind of awkward for us here, but at least it looks like we should be able to defend pretty well. And yeah, he does keep on going in the left lane, so should be pretty good for us here. We don't have like any cheap distraction units though, like Spear Goblins, like we normally would have in this deck, so could be a little bit harder to distract those bandits and all that stuff, but and we can kind of like stack the lane up with a bunch of our ranged units and make it still a pretty easy defense for us. And I'm just gonna miner on defense here against this Dark Prince. Don't really want to use anything more expensive. Kind of just want want to save all my good cards for other stuff on defense. And I'm actually just going to Magic Archer here because we're already down a bit of damage, so I kind of just want to get back in the lead here. And if he doesn't play anything, I'm just going to NATO this back, and it's actually going to get a ton of damage there. Yeah, really good stuff here for us. And he's going to Ram Rider a second early as well, so the tower was actually targeting it. And he does get the lightning off there, but we're still in the damage lead just from that one really good Magic Archer tornado, so pretty good spot for us here. Uis is going to shut it down with the bar barrel there as well, but still pretty decent here. I was hoping the Magic Archer would stay alive so I could pull the Bandit to the middle and activate King Tower, but it looks like we should still be able to do it here with the Princess. Probably going to be down quite a lot of elixir from that, but hoping we can still defend here. At least the King Tower will help us on defense, hopefully, so even though we're down, it should be okay, I'm hoping. We don't have like a log or anything either, though, so we can't really push back that Ram Rider, but honestly, Bomb Tower just so good on defense here, so actually gonna have a pretty flawless defense, except that bit of lightning chip that he got. And yeah. Okay, this Bandit is gonna be a little bit annoying. You're gonna have to go with the high Dart Goblin. Would be really nice to have those cheap distraction units here, but kind of have to just sacrifice a bit to have a deck that works in this only left lane challenge. And yeah, we're gonna get a lot of Magic Archer chip once again. Do have to be a little bit careful to not overextend, otherwise he could kind of punish us, but he's always spending that lightning, so he's always kind of low on elixir after his attacks, so I feel like it's pretty fine here. And we're gonna have to go with the awkward Magic Archer as well to counter that Bandit, but it should be pretty okay here. Gonna NATO here. We're gonna get one Magic Archer shot on his tower, so not too bad here. We're probably just gonna have to Princess at the bridge, or maybe get a bit more Minor Chip or some lucky Magic Archer connection to win here. We do have to be a little bit careful because we don't really have any direct damage except of a tornado, which is kind of unreliable, but I think this Magic Archer should hit the tower, and that's going to be GG. Alright, hopping into the third match here, we're going to be up against this guy, and we do have Wall Breakers in our starting hand once again, so never really a bad play to go with them here. Gonna, I don't know, put a lot of pressure on him, so should be pretty good. And he is gonna Lumberjack, so we could actually activate King Tower off of this, but he is gonna go with the Balloon as well, so I'm just gonna get a Valkyrie down. Kind of unlucky there that we had a bit of a bad cycle, so we couldn't activate the King Tower with no Balloon hits. We're gonna have to let it get one shot off, but luckily the Balloon, after the nerf, that one shot that it gets when against a NATO isn't nearly as powerful as before, so didn't take like too much damage on our tower. And the good thing is that he's probably going to go same lane as us now just because he got that big balloon hit, so should help us a lot to be going in the left lane, because if he decide to attack in the right lane, we'd be kind of screwed. We could only use like a Dart Goblin or like a Magic Archer in the opposite lane to defend it. But yeah, he's gonna have a good NATO there. He's gonna get a bowler shot, which is kind of annoying, to be honest. I kind of hate the new bowler. Like, ever since that rework, it seems like such an annoying card when it just hits your tower from like way too far away. But pretty okay here though. Now he doesn't have NATO to pull our miner to the King Tower, so I think we should be fine anyways here. And he will have to spend something on the Wall Breakers. He does go in with the freeze here, but Magic Archer probably still gonna get a few shots on his tower through the Lumberjack, and still in a pretty good spot here. And he will have to respond to the Dart Goblin as well. Alright. So the nice thing here is that we do have a lot of air defense with like the Dart Goblin and the Princess added in here, so not really too worried at all about defending his balloon pushes. I just need to be a bit careful of his bowlers maybe, and that should be about it. Just gonna mire the front here. I know he could NATO it probably, but we're gonna pressure with Wall Breakers as well, so he's gonna have to like pick and choose what he wants to spend his elixir on. I'm actually just gonna NATO this bowler here. Might be able to take his tower. Yeah, we do take his tower here. I'm gonna BM him back a little bit because he is a Lumberloon player and he's kind of toxic, I feel like. So why not BM him a little bit. And yeah, it's pretty good for us that the Loon is always taking 2 shots to kill the bomb tower. Always makes the defense really easy, because before sometimes the bomb tower would die in 1 Loon hit if they comboed it with like a freeze or like a well, not really like a freeze, but like a log or like arrows or something, so pretty good here right now, and just gonna kind of stack up this lane, and we should be pretty fine here. Do have to watch out for the freeze, but looks like that's gonna be GG. I'm just gonna thank him a little bit. Kind of have to do that against Lumbermoon players, you know how it goes, and that's gonna be GG. Alright, hopping in the final match here, or at least hopefully the final match, because I did start the video at like 7-2, so if we do lose this one, it's still gonna be the final match, so gonna see if we can win here. Hopefully we do. Alright, so we're gonna be up against this guy, and I'm pretty sure he is a Golem clone player, so luckily he didn't Golem first play us. I guess he didn't have Golem in cycle, which is pretty good for us here. Never fun getting Golem first played, but yeah. At least we do have like the magic archer here, and we do have like the princess and all that stuff for like good splash against his clone and like a good way to kill some of his stuff. The only annoying thing will be that his prince is probably going to get a lot of value against us, because we don't really have a good way to kill his prince. We do have Valkyrie, but it kind of gets wrecked by a prince, especially when there's like a couple other stuff supporting the prince, so not sure if we can rely on it too much. Like, it would be nice to have spear goblins or something, but I think we should be okay, hopefully. I'm just going to set up with the early bomb tower here. I could magic archer. I could have went in with the early magic archer, but I kind of want to go with the magic archer later to make sure that I can align it properly to kind of snipe at his night witch and stuff. Yeah, I'm not really going to hit the night witch, but still going to kind of clean up the bats pretty well here, and looking pretty good. We do have to be careful of this prince though, and it's actually just going to jump across the entire arena. Super good wall breakers actually. That was actually a really clean defense right there. Didn't expect that to go that well, and wall breaker will actually hit his tower as well, so really good stuff here. Okay, we're gonna have a bit of a lag spike for some reason.
A few inches later.
Alright, we're back here. Looks like he did go with Zappies there, but I think we should be okay. Okay, we probably leaked a few elixir there, but I think it's not the end of the world. Alright, so he's gonna go with a golem, but he's gonna go with it in the right lane, so I'm not sure if we can actually defend this properly. Oh no. I accidentally just dropped the princess in the right lane instead of the left lane, so we kind of just lost this challenge right now, but I don't really care because this is the final game, so I'm just going to make sure I beat this guy because he's kind of toxic, so I wouldn't want to lose the final game. Alright, and that's probably going to be GG here in a second. Yeah, pretty fun video, interesting challenge. We did win most of the games except this final, and we kind of had to break the rules a bit, but alright guys, final note here. I know a lot of my daily viewers aren't actually subscribed, so if you ended up enjoying this video, make sure to like and subscribe. See you!